Welcome in, everybody. It's your favorite video game addict, Drillith, back with another installment of the Gnorp Apologue. Today we're going to try the same thing we did last time with the time shift delivery and the fire. We're going to add to my runners so they're a little bit quicker. We're going to add Gatling guns. We're going to allow my jetpackers to be better. And we're going to start with some more Gnorps. And the reclamation speed is reduced, but pile grow twice as tall before compression. So we're going to try it this way. We need to for sure get 1 point, so we can do this one. And then unlock some of these as well. Because some of these look pretty good compared to what I've been trying to do with the rocket guys. So we'll try that. We'll come out here. We'll beat up the rock a little bit. We'll move some of the shard over. First thing we're going to do is get us one walker, one collector, just so it slowly starts getting stuff and I don't have to do it all. So at least he's working. Alright, there we go. We need the express. Go ahead and build it. One runner? Just grab 2 runners for the heck of it. They do seem to collect quite a bit rather quick, which is nice that my damage stayed up so high. Alright, let's go get House of Shards. Build the House of Shards. You need the archery range, huh? Which is 200, which we already almost have. Which is kind of cool. That went really quick. Do I have enough? Almost. My damage just seemed to have gone down quite a bit. It was like, it must have been that initial jolt out. We almost got our 200. That was much quicker than I anticipated. Much quicker than last time, I think. Help them so they don't have to move as far. I'm helpful. Alright, there's my 200. So let's get my archery range out. Now I'm at least constantly doing damage. Well, not constantly, but consistently doing damage. Without me having to be the clicker. Because I don't like clicking. One more set of arrows out. We also need to get ready to go buy rocket men because this build goes around rocket men and fire. I think I need 300 for my rocket men. But once I get the building, I should be able to put down quite a few houses relatively quickly. And then my damage will increase quite a bit. At least I think. We'll see what the game has in mind, but that's what I have in mind. That be the goal. Yeah, I need 300. We got a ways to go. It seems to slow down quite a bit. I should be doing it quicker than before. It seems like it got slower. My damage is not double them, so they're not enraged yet. But once I get me some bombers, which is another 100 shard away, I think we'll see a huge increase in my damage. The other thing I noticed last time was that fire didn't scale. It has a point to where as long as it's doing it consistently, as long as it's lighting the rock on fire consistently, that there's no way to scale it. But my rocket guys I can scale just by buying more. So they seem like a better damage outlet than fire. I got 1 Gnorp available. Alright, cool, but I can do some real cheap housing. Do I just want to turn on auto housing? Yeah. Turn on auto housing so I get houses as quickly as possible, and I can get rocket men as quickly as possible. And which one did I take? Bigger pile. Start with Gnorps. Passive reclamation speed is reduced, and pile grows twice as tall before compressing. So compression will take a little bit longer, which is fine. Started out with a bunch of Gnorps, so that was helpful. And I'm getting quite a few, thanks to the auto housing. So damage is, well, it's starting to get up there now that they're doing some damage. Now I feel better. Just took a minute to get them all over there. 2 more will put me at 10, which is a good little number. 1 more will put me at 10, and that's a good little number. Now these guys collect quite a bit, quite fast. So getting to the 650 for fire shouldn't be too bad. And then I keep spending it on housing. It's okay, my damage is pretty good, and these guys are collecting quite a bit each shot. Oh yeah, quite a bit each shot. I'll help throw some stuff out there. Little stuff onto the pile. Shoot your arrows. 650, so I don't know, let them go collect 3, maybe 4 times. And once they do that, I can get the fire. The whole idea is I'm just looking to get my prestige level up. Let's see if I can do that through just runners. So I'm doing a lot of damage. It's all coming from my rocket guys. And now I got enough for fire. Alright. And now I just make more rocket guys. 15. Need to hold off because I am going to need to up them quite a bit. Alright. Let's see what kind of damage I'm doing now. There's the fire. Now hopefully I can reclaim at least once or twice still. I'm sorry, compress once or twice still. They're bringing them back quite a bit. Those piles do get really tall. I did say bigger piles, and they were right. I need to get one compression event done. So let's move you to 20. That's where all my damage is coming from. I think it just dropped a whole bunch of houses. But I do seem to get, I'm getting a lot of shard. Pretty quickly. Am I still building houses? I think I'm done building houses. I don't know that I'm going to reclaim anytime soon. Yeah, I think, oh, there we go. A little bit more, there we go. So I need to build the rock analysis lab. And once that's built, I need to go and grab Zibellium. So go out and grab that. Alright. We'll do weak point. Yeah, we'll do weak point, I guess. Might as well grab them up. Sorry, I'm doing quite a bit of damage. Let that go back down so I can kind of see where I'm at. I need to go collect you so I can start time shifting at least once. Time shifting once. And get my balloon to stay out. I think I need rock versus, or gun versus rock for that. Some of those guys are cruising up pretty good. That is good. Still collecting pretty crazily. Still got auto housing on. I only got 5 of them. So I want to try to do it here. Do I want to try to get my prestige point here? Or in the next compression? Can I get to the next compression? I think once you take that back, and I get the time shift, and I can keep fire up a little bit better, because I am slowly gaining on my progression bar. Slowly. It'll take him another 3 minutes just to get back. Okay, so I've got a lot. Do I increase capacity? They're collecting 2.5, 2.6. Let's increase some speed. That's how I get rockets. And that's like dirt cheap. It's really dirt cheap. As long as this stays up, my capacity stays double. My damage needs to stay double my collection, which it currently is not. Which means I need more head jumpers. That's almost back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You might as well hit the weak points. And now you can do time shift. And that time shift will allow you to have more arrows. So my damage went up quite a bit. The little guys are collecting pretty crazily. I'm already at the same collection power I had last time. The question becomes is what do I do with my guys? Keep buying some housing? Turn auto housing off? No, just keep it up. Because we want to go to 30 of these guys. Sure. Can you do the auto? Nope, I do think I need gun versus rock to get him in the air. Robotics allows drones. I don't want drones. I don't want the garden. I want this to go up. My little guys are getting up into this pile. Heck, I might compress one more time. I'm really close to compressing one more time. Want more fire arrows? Yeah, we just compressed again. Much quicker. Alright. What's next on the agenda? Collection rate or damage? Do I get more of these guys? 35 of them? Yeah. Sure, why not? Doing a decent amount of damage. My fire arrows don't stay up all the way. So I do need to collect this and take one more time shift. And I'm not doing nearly enough damage Well, maybe that's still... Okay, yeah, now I'm jumping quite a bit. I'm doing a decent... Oh, I'm definitely doing more damage than it's reclaiming. And once I am able to keep fire up 100% of the time, we can go work on some collectors to push prestige. What level is it currently? 3? I should be able to do one more compression. So does that mean I want to give them break time now? I think to give them break time, I need to do a cafe. And now, once that's built, I should be able to give them break time. And I hope I can compress. Alright. I can give them break time. They're slow. Only got 2 of them? Oh yeah, I've only got 2 of them. My collection's up. Now I'm hoping I can compress. Once I take that back and get another hit, I'm hoping that's enough. Although this bar is not going up very well, there was a good chunk. We might be able to get there. I should be able to compress one more time. I've got an extra 5 guys I could dump into... Theoretically, I could dump them all right here. Which I might just go ahead and do. Because I want to one more time compress. Put time shift back on there. Put it in there. Alright, it's in there. One more time shift. Those guys should stay full on rockets. You're going slow. That's still really low as compared to what I'm pushing out. No more collection right now. Just trying to compress. Which I don't know that I'll get there. How much is housing? It's only 11k. Auto housing is still on. It should. Right? Isn't it? Yeah, it's on. So another 2 jumpers. Yep, another 2 jumpers. Oh, momentarily another 2 jumpers. 1 jumper. Second jumper. It's getting pretty close. Inspire. I mean, they're plenty built up on arrows. So fire is pretty well combating the reclaiming part. Just got to get one more compression, and then I can go work all of my guys. Oh yeah, I'm gonna compress. Oh yeah. Nice. Now, additional housing. Additional housing would be nice. Am I gonna be able to do it? How much it cost? 250? It's really expensive, and I need 9. And it's for every house. What is it? Every house that you've built, every 3rd house you build another one for free. How many houses do I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So for every 3 you'd get another one, you'd get like 14 guys. Yeah, I almost got my other point of prestige. I could get that. Yeah, I could get that no problem. If I dump those 5 guys into there. But I'm going to wait until I get 9. I'm going to wait until I get 9 guys and I get the 250. And then we will go ahead and get additional housing. Dump a bunch of them into the express. So I get my 1 point, my minimum 1 point. Heck, I might get this 1 point. Yeah, this looks pretty good. Might take me 10 minutes or so just to claim it, just to get all the shards. But that won't be too bad. I got 5 guys. I think we're going to let this sit. We'll come back here in just a little bit. Oh, and I got another Zibellium going over there. I don't even know what to do with that thing. I do not know what to do with that thing. We'll think about it while I'm waiting. We'll come back after I get to 250 or so. And we'll see what happens. We'll see if I can't get that extra point. I don't think I will compress again, but I definitely like this new talent. It makes me feel flush with cash. I don't think I will build any more housing though, will I? Because I have more than 5 ready. So I'm going to have to do 300 or so collecting because it won't build me another one. We'll do that when we come back. We'll see what additional housing looks like. And we'll see what a new talent point. Because as soon as I get 1 talent point, unless the other one's really close, I'll probably just prestige. Alright, we're back. We've gone to screensaver mode. Our pile is extremely high. And I have plenty enough for additional housing. So we're going to go ahead and just buy that up and watch them make like 8 houses. Which is going to be huge. You're going to see these, yeah, huge. I'm definitely going to be able to prestige. For sure. I need to up this again. So my damage starts climbing. We didn't compress, which is fine. We didn't anticipate compressing. Do I try to compress before I collect, though? I mean, I think so. Got a bunch more Gnorps now. Now the global multiplier is much better. They're going much quicker. I'm still only using 2. How many of these do I got? 42. Let's take it to an even 50. See if that compresses me. Let's see. Is that enough to compress me? Probably not. But maybe? But probably not. So how am I going to push damage a little bit further? Can I take you out? I gotta get the guns first. Let's go get the guns. What does that unlock? That helps with my collection rate. We don't necessarily want that. We definitely want that. Help push damage a little bit. Let's buy the grenade launcher and a couple of those guys. Because I have way too much money. We'll buy 4 of them. So grenades do a little damage. I mean, it's not even noticeable, but let's see how my gunners do. They're starting to show up down there. They do not do much damage. Okay, so next run, they'll be much powerfuler. Because there is this talent. Rifle bullets can choose between ice and fire. So I'll be choosing them to go ice. So the rock freezes after being struck by 6 arrows. So after 6 bullets, it'll freeze. After a 4-second duration, the ice shatters for 2 times the damage dealt while the rock was frozen. Small range. Additional ice arrows do not increase the duration, but instead deal double damage. After shattering, the rock is immune to ice for 4 seconds. Fire shatters ice immediately, but does not prevent ice build-up. Ice arrows deal 7 with a random range. So Super Shatter. Freeze has its duration increased to 25 seconds and no longer increases damage dealt to rock, but still modifies the range. The rock is no longer immune to ice after it's frozen. Shatter deals damage unaffected by statuses. Shatter range is 4 to 8. There's no longer talent tooltip in this game. So that's the one I need. I need 4 more talent points to get that, so I can do fire and ice, which is nice. Shatter inherits the range of fire while fire is active. So yeah, 4 more points will do that. But we're not going to get there without compressing. So how am I going to compress? All of my damage is coming from them. So it is strictly on these guys. Let's increase my damage by 5%, which was enough to compress. Awesome. Yay. Now, I need to decide whether we're going to compress again. And I don't know how I'm going to do a significant amount of damage. To do a significant amount of damage for a short time after delivering shards, so they're even quicker. Okay, I can handle that. I can up the capacity. I really need to do this protocol. And then get some more runners. Definitely need to get some more runners. I need to look at that building now. I need to get that building. So I'm not going to compress anytime soon. Fire is so low on the range. Like my gunners are almost keeping up with it. Yeah, it's real close. One more gunner and I would definitely keep up with it. A couple more of these guys. Did I just do that now? I mean, yeah. Take it to 10? Took it to 10. That does need to go up. So now what's my collection going to go to? I might get at least 1 point just off that. We'll see. It feels like this is still piling up, which is huge. My auto housing? I'm auto housing. Darn it. I think I just built a house for no reason. I did. That's okay. So I did get the 1 point, and it's still going up. Slowly. But it is going up. And they're still angry, which is good. We need to do this lab. And to do that, I need to build 1 more house, which is stupid expensive. Did that stop there? It did. I almost got 1 more to come back. I don't know that I'm going to get all 4 points this run. I think that would take a lot. Even giving them teleport. I mean, capacity is super cheap. But they're staying about 50%, so they're not turned on all the time. They're close. I know I'm going to have to build the house. I'm going to have to build 2 houses. And I could up capacity, at least to where it costs like 50k. And then use it once. Can I push for a 3rd point? I guess it seemed to have stalled out, even with upping capacity. Up damage a little bit, it almost had fallen. 6.8 global multiplier. Heck, at least I'm closing to compress again. Now let's build here momentarily. Let's go ahead and build the rockets and see how quickly I'm actually firing rockets off. Because I'm only doing this 10% of the time. I build one more house, which is stupid expensive, so I can get 3 of them. Oh, it does seem like it fills up pretty quickly, actually. Oh, that seems a lot better. How much damage does rockets get to do? Let that go for a minute? It's about to surpass fire. It just surpassed fire. Awesome. So now what are pocket rockets? Because I've got one of those things. You can go be a gunner. Pocket rockets. When bombers deal damage, they get 2 pocket rockets teleported into their rocket pocket. Rockets deal 400 unaffected by the multiplier with a range of 0 to 5. Sadly, teleporting back in time leaves their rocket pockets empty. When do I fire them? When they deal damage, if I get it and they don't get rockets, I'm going to be so sad. Oh, we're about to compress again. Let's see if we can't make that happen real quick. We seem to be getting quite a bit of money. Is there anything we need? The garden? The academy. Unlocks these guys. But I don't need those guys. Because I want them building rockets and sending rockets. Vulnerability? Increases the minimum and maximum range of all damage by +2. Vulnerability lasts for 15 seconds. Allows rockets to cause vulnerability. Okay. Requires 240 rockets to trigger, and when triggered causes a crap ton of damage at a range of 7 to 10. Sequential rocket does not increase the duration. So after 240 hit, it's going to be a big burst. I think we take that. Huh. Yeah, let's do that. How many is it? 240? Yeah, 240 rockets. We're about to compress again. I can maybe go buy some more rockets. We're about to both compress and get a talent point. I could buy that. What else might I want? Capacity from these guys. I'll do that if I decide not to compress. Build a house. Sure. Nothing I can do there. Give me the academy? I mean, I'm not going to use those guys, I don't think. But give it to me anyway. Robotics. Not going to use that because it costs those guys. This. I mean, I could use more of them, but I'm not too worried. Weak point frequency. I mean, weak point is so low. I don't know if it's worth it, but I did just get another talent point. I'm not anywhere close to prestiging. I wonder if there's like a little debuff thing that comes up and tells me when it is vulnerable. Do I just buy rockets? Is that it? Rockets and houses? I mean, theoretically, it's still cheaper to just buy these guys. Buy another 5 of them. That's 10% damage increase right there. Theoretically, I think that should push prestige. Wait till they get over there. But that should push it. Maybe it has to wait till like vulnerability comes up. I don't know. But it should push it. Almost 900k damage. And then it falls back down. Let's go buy more rockets. That might do it. What is this? What is that collecting? Is that me just... Well, that's the rock itself? Oh. It must have been vulnerable. Maybe it was that crack. Like I saw a little crack in it. Maybe that's vulnerability. Alright, not going to use this guy. But let's buy a rocket. Now I send 5 of them? I mean, they burst off into 5s. Oh, yep, that one just burst off into 5. Alright, well that's helpful. And then until housing, yeah, see now there's a big crack in it. And that allowed prestige. Or that allowed compression. I always mix those up. It's not like it's difficult. Now I might push for one more point. Yep, you got a little debuff icon here. That'll allow you to fling them all the way over there. Now do I push? Collection. I mean, I don't even got enough out here to keep them busy. I'm definitely not going to compress. So they are the only ones doing anything. So let's up the capacity. See how high that gets these guys. What am I going to use this for? Unlocks upgrade. Where's that at? What? The rock might be fighting back now. The rock might be fighting back now, but Gnorp shall prevail. When shards are collected, reclamation is prevented at an equal amount. Oh. So it won't be reclaiming anything, which it don't... I mean... I just need to collect more. How do I collect more? Through speed. So, oh, it's already maxed. Okay. Capacity. And more guys. Is there any way to increase carrying capacity by 10% per active miner? I need 5 of those? Oh, that'd be a 10% increase. Requires at least runners no longer need to jump. Oh. Yeah, I want to do this, so I start firing off, because this is only 10%, and I see a good amount of rockets going. So that just needs people. And that just requires houses. So we will turn auto housing back on. Let this sit for 5 minutes, and then we'll come back once I build a couple houses. I think I need... Oh, no, we don't even need to come back. Never mind. That was really quick. We can upgrade this here momentarily. Can you imagine these guys going any faster? I don't know that I'll get a 4th point. I think this will actually lower it. I'm sitting at about, what, 450? How much are they doing? They're doing about 680. Yeah, give or take 680. Do that. Now what are they doing? Yeah, see, significant drop. I'm doing a significant amount of damage. Damage with rockets sends stuff flying over there, which helps my collection. This does seem to have stalled out. This will help my collection, right? Lift shards with mine, sends them to the stash, based on 40%, shards delivered by runners, allowing them to lift an equivalent amount. Do I take this guy? If I do, it could push me to 4 points. There's nothing in rockets that'll help. Just take it? Sure. I don't feel like I want to go do some mountaineers. Let's just do it. We're here. We need a couple of them. Well, that's really cheap. 3 mountaineers? Oh, they got cool little hats. Let's see if that helps the collection at all. It gets me really close to 4. Like I said, 4 was huge. It opens up that whole other side. Is that enough? Super close. Yeah, that's enough. You got it. There we go. The question is now, am I going to compress again? I think auto housing is still on, yeah. Anything I need? Get protocol could be good. How's my rockets look? They're coming in pretty good. How much did it cost for a house? 2.3 million. So he's just gonna go ahead and auto house before I build more rockets. Which may or may not be good. That's not going anywhere. That's not going anywhere. Do we call it here? I mean, the only other thing I could do is I can buy some more of these, which will help my highest one. No houses. Buy more of the, I don't want to buy more of those because I want to do damage. Okay, that's all I got. That's all my guys. Nowhere close to where I need to compress. Rockets are coming across pretty good. He's doing half of that. So 4 points. We're not going to compress. I do like this rocket launcher, especially once I'm able to get my collection high enough. It kind of really broke it free. But other than that, I think we're done. I don't think there's anything that's going to push me that much further over the hump. 2 more guys? And what's 2 more guys gonna do? Up my collection? I mean, at this point, maybe? Just so I send more rockets? I don't think it's ever gonna be enough. Nowhere close. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna call it. That was actually pretty good. We got to tier 6. Tier 6 was not bad. Rockets were cool. Fire is still very cool. My rocket men are very cool. Once we have 11 points, let's look at the stone. and we'll see what we're setting up for next time. So what did we get extra? We got this. You start with 1 Gnorp per spent talent point. Clicking is twice as efficient. That's super huge. What is this one? You start with 1 loose Zibellium. Spending Zibellium constructs 1 house. Zibellium can now be coaxed to come closer by clicking the bulb on top of the rocket analysis lab. New skills. A way to reduce the impact. When reclaiming, the rock now prefers to pick shards closer to it rather than farther away. Shockwaves no longer diminish based on distance traveled. I don't know what shockwaves are. Allowing fire and ice to be prevalent at the same time. That's a must. And rifles can now fire ice. That's a must. Super shatter. Well, if we're gonna put ice in there, stuck arrows can now be retrieved by directors. Retrieved arrows are directed out. That's not worth it. What was this one? Rockets no longer immediately seek. They just kind of spin around for 20 seconds. All rockets currently in the air will all at once strike the rocket. And they trigger weak points. Well, that sounds okay. Is there anything up here that I was like, yeah, I should have had that? Mountaineers throw shards at 100% greater further velocity when the pile is 70% of the way. So that's a maybe. Gatling bullets now have a 10% chance to spawn. Oh, we're not gonna do that. That does sound interesting though. Whenever an arrow is shot, another arrow is also shot. You get 3 Gnorps when you purchase a new arrow type. Oh. Whenever an arrow is shot, another one's shot. So I will just be doing a crap ton of fire. That's a way to scale fire. Alright, that's what we're doing. That's how we set it up. We'll go ahead and apply, and next time when we come back, I think we're going to blow through this. I think we're going to get to tier 10 pretty easily with this one. Which is cool, because I think I can start to speedrun then. And not that I'm very good at games, but that might be interesting in a game like this. I might enjoy speedrunning something like this. Until then, thank you for your time today. You have a great evening. Good night.